That was right there. That was right there. Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode. I've been a little MIA from the coast. I have not been able to make trips down. Life has just been busy. I've been shooting my bow a lot. I've been shooting recurves a lot, my compound a lot. I've been going to a lot of kind of competitive shoots with my compound, doing a bunch of club shoots for 3D archery. I got a couple new recurves here, and I always wanted a longbow. So I figured the last bow review did really well. I got a lot of positive comments on it. So I figured I'd buy a longbow too. This longbow is probably one of the most, I'm not gonna say controversial in any way, but probably the most viral on YouTube and in kind of like the longbow archery world, especially when it comes to bows that you can buy off of Amazon. Sanlida Royal X8 Longbow. So we're gonna do us a little honest unboxing, review, and run a couple shots through it. And let's see if it lives up to the hype. The packaging came in this nice long box. I believe it's 68 inches. Box was not damaged. When you order off of Amazon, it got here in like 2 days. So let's see here, got a box cutter. And another thing too, for our quality control here, a lot of the comments on these bows on Amazon that are negative is draw weight. They get the wrong draw weight bow. So we ordered a 50-pound longbow. For quality control, we got us a little bow draw weight scale here. This is also the kit. I think I should mention that. This is the kit that comes with arrows. So first impressions, this is the kit. Comes in a nice black bow sleeve. Was not expecting that. Thought it'd just be loose, but look at that packaging. Nice packaging. You can see the Sanlida Archery. Gonna unzip. All right, so I'm unzipping here. It only unzips about, say, 1/5 of the bag from the top, and here is everything that comes in the kit. We have an arm guard. If you're a new shooter, I don't shoot with them. I've been shooting quite a bit. I rarely slap myself in the arm, whether it's my form or whatnot, but if you're new, I highly recommend an arm guard so that way you don't slap your forearm and hurt yourself, because they do hurt. I'll do it occasionally, and it hurts. Little shooting glove. I have a couple gloves, a couple tabs, but then again, you know, this is a great starter kit. This kit ran, I think, $160 after shipping with Prime, but it comes with a glove. Owner's manual right there. We have our bowstring that comes with it. See that there? We have our bow stringer. This is great. Silencing fur, the fake animal silencing fur. Broadheads. I say broadheads, but field points. And then part of the kit is I should have, I can feel them, 6 arrows in here. All right, here they are. This is a 6-pack of arrows. So here we have it. We have a 6-pack of feather-fletched or feather-veined arrows here. They are the X8 32-inch Sanlida archery arrows. Nice little nocks, if you can see right there. Nice little nocks. Full size. What's cool about this is you get the whole kit for the 160, and you can immediately start shooting if you have a target. These are 100 grain field points, and also too, something cool, these field points actually have that little rubber O-ring on there that actually helps keep them tight on your arrow from unscrewing. So it's a small detail, but a nice detail. The only thing I don't like about some of the arrows off of Amazon, I've looked at quite a few brands of arrows, and I don't like whenever they're feather fletched and they have that little rant. This looks like an electrical tape. This is just a personal preference. The arrows themselves look pretty solid. Yep. Carbon arrows, no splinters, not hearing any sound, so that's a good thing. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the bow. So as you can see, this is the Sanlida X8 Longbow. See the Royal X8. It is 68 inches and 50 pounds. So my draw length is actually, for a compound, it's 29.5. So we're gonna try and get there once we string it. But looking at it, just initial look over, we have this, you can see, this is straight out of the box. That's kind of lifting up for the leather grip. I'll probably take this leather off. I like the feel of the natural wood in my hand. I have a couple other recurves, and I really love the feel of like the old school wood. But you can see this leather It's nice. The only thing is that was lifting up, but it looks like you can tighten this grip down. Right-handed. You can see if we're looking through it, everything looks good. So there's no blemishes on this top layer, right? None that I see here. But as I'm looking through it, it's actually all looking pretty clean, but I already saw 1 or 2 blemishes here. The only thing is right here, there's some minor blemishes in the finish. I don't know if the camera can even pick them up. But all right in here, just small indentions. It's not completely smooth. Could be just because it's the use of natural wood. But you can see, already comes with your arrow shelf pad, and this little triangle shelf pad too to shoot off the shelf. This shelf is really small, but first impressions, quality control, very good. Pretty pleased with it. Again, I only spent like 160 bucks on this, but the bow itself looks great. Let's string this up. Let's get the silencers on. We'll put a knocking point on, and then let's go run some shots through it. We have our bowstring. All right, so here she is strung. I'm actually gonna read the owner's manual and see if they give us a kind of preferred brace height. It said 7, we were at 5.5 when we initially strung it. Now we're at 6.5, but we destrung. We're gonna install the fur silencers. I'm just gonna install these kind of right above where the twists start on the string itself. So here, wrap it around. All right, so the string silences are on there. Now we're gonna do our knocking point. All right, since I shoot 3 under, traditional bow wise, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do a 1/4 inch of a knock height. So I'm gonna go 1/4 inch from the arrow being completely level, and we'll see how that shoots. Great thing about having all the stuff at home and doing this a lot is I can adjust it if I want to. Right at 6.5 brace height. Our 1/4 inch is going to be right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on. Going to hold that on. 1/4 inch high. We're going to use our little tool here. Pinch it on. Rough pinch. Take this off, and now to use it, I'm going to really crimp it on there. Boom, she's on. 1/4 inch high. Now, let's go shoot. All right, so we're in the backyard. We have our target set up around probably only 8 or 9 yards, right? First time shooting this bow. So what we're gonna do first, actually, we're gonna put our bow scale on. I ordered a 50-pound model. So, see here, see peak weight. I'm going to try to get to 29. We'll see what she does here. Ooh. Okay, 29, 53. Hold was at 53, so now we're gonna go ahead and shoot it. So first impressions though, the bow is super light, right? It should be, it's a longbow. There's literally nothing special to it. It should be just wood or fiberglass or whatever, but super clean. Now let's shoot the arrows. Put the arrows on. Let's try it out here. It's my first time shooting a real longbow. This arrow feels like it's going nowhere. All right, let's go see the first 6 shots. All right, so those are the first 6 shots with it. They're all close, but I just feel like these arrows, it being a kit, these arrows are probably on the cheaper side. They're a little bit clunky, but you know, for being $160 with the bow, you kind of get what you pay for in a lot of cases. I run custom hunting arrows that, to get them made, was around $240 to $260 for a dozen. So take with that what you will, but those are the arrows that I shoot at nilgai, whitetail deer, hogs, and these were part of a $160 kit that came with the bow. So you know what? We're gonna go get our custom hunting ones that are made for my 50-pound recurve. We're gonna try them out of this bow and let's see if there's a noticeable difference. All right, so we have our hunting arrows that we use on our other 50-pound recurve. So there's quite a big difference, and I'll kind of go over that. So Sanlida, just generic, probably 6mm shaft, if not maybe more. And then these are my custom hunting ones that I had made. We have an outsert, 125 grain head. These are 4mm arrows. So they're super thin diameter. They're the Victory VAT Gamers 350s. So let's shoot 4 out of the longbow now and see what happens. We're just looking for more zip out of the bow. That has definitely felt a little faster, but that one was not where I wanted it to be. That one was all over the place. That was right there. That was right there. First 2 shots, right here and right here. Last 2, taking my time, aiming a little bit more, putting that kind of nose of the broadhead or nose of the field point on there, dead center, right where I need to be. I definitely got more penetration with these arrows versus the Sanlida, but again, those are budget arrows that come with the kit, so can't be too mad about the fact that if they're lacking performance, right? Because you get the whole package for $160 and you can start shooting immediately. All right, so I realized the other day I literally took 10 shots, so it's a different day. It's actually been a week or 2 now. I'm gonna shoot some more shots through here and tell you what I kind of like, what I don't like about it. I already took 1 shot and then my camera messed up. So if you like longbows, this might be a good bow for you. Me personally, I'm not liking the full 68 here. It's just kind of big and cumbersome. I like to think I would want to hunt with each bow I have, and with this bow, is it fun to shoot? Yes, but would I hunt with it? Probably not. Shoot some shots here. Target. Doesn't mean it doesn't shoot bad. I mean, it shoots pretty good, but. With these hunting arrows, it's quick. Do a couple more. Do some frontal shots of it so you can see what it looks like. We are underneath some lighting because we film videos past bedtime. Here we go. Sure, you can even get this whole bow in the picture. The 68 inches, it's so huge. Again, it's just 68, kind of cumbersome for me. Not my cup of tea, but it might be yours. Oh, always got to be one bad shot. Let's go look at those. All right, so here they are. This is a new set, 5 shots. 4 are pretty good. Last shot, but you see I like it, so let's do a couple more shots. Last shot of the night, and for the review, let's put it in the black here. Bottom quarter, maybe? Last group of 5. This one right here was our last shot. We barely snuck one in that black. But like I said from the beginning, this bow shoots these hunting arrows really well. And like I said, that we're upgrading from the kit. And that's what's cool about it, right? We can upgrade immediately since we already have them. And it's shooting these things pretty well. All right, so now that we went through a couple initial shots, I'll go ahead and I'll just give my initial review. So I'm gonna do some pros and cons of this, right? So one of the biggest pros is the cost. This thing is extremely cheap in general in the world of bows right now. To get a complete package like this for $160, it's a great deal. It's an even better deal when the quality is great, right? And upon opening this, you get all this stuff as part of the package of the shoot. You get your arrows that come with field points. You get a glove, a shooting glove. It's all a great deal for 160 bucks. That's really hard to beat. Now, another pro too is really the quality of the bow. I'm extremely pleased. You never know what you're gonna get with bows when you order off of Amazon. That's like why you see a review and it's 60% 5 stars and 30% 1 stars, and the reviews are night and day, and they can be reviews from the same month, right? If someone just gets shipped a bad bow, but I got shipped a good bow, it looks like. I got shipped a great bow. There's literally hardly any blemishes on this. There's just some really slight ones right here that someone else probably wouldn't even notice, but if I'm gonna be giving a review, I wanna point out these little kind of inconsistencies for y'all, so that way if you order and say your bow's a lot worse, you know, you kind of have like a baseline of what to go on. They're put together pretty well. Logo, everything looks good. Limbs look great. The emblem looks great. I mean, I'm looking for little stuff too. Like, I own some nicer bows, and I've owned some nicer bows that are worth a lot more. And even little things like this, like where you see emblems, you'll see kind of the glue coming out the seams or the edges. You know, little small inconsistencies that kind of aren't deal breakers for many people, right? But if you're gonna spend money on something, you might as well, and you'd wanna get the best version of it, right? So string looks good, bow looks good, everything about the package looks good, right? Now, those are gonna be some of my biggest pros, right? Would be the cost, the package itself, the quality looks good. Now, some of the cons themselves is whenever you order these cheap bows, what I feel like they're a great starting stone, right? They're a great starting step to then kind of add the things you want. I bet you this bow would shoot better with a better string. I bet you would shoot better with better arrows. In fact, I think it does shoot with better arrows because we shot some of the custom hunting ones that I've had made for my other recurves out of it. But I think at 160, it's a great starting point to kind of do those add-ons as your career and say growth as an archer grows as well, right? The more you get into it, the more you can add those sort of customized aspects of the bow to make it even better. But for the price, you know, it's hard to beat a starting point at 160 and get everything you need to start shooting. So the only cons I would say is some of the components might not be the best, right? And it's not a major con, it's just a minor con, right? There's a lot of things that you can do to improve the bow as soon as you buy it. But those are the only two real cons that I can think of with this. I mean, I might have just got lucky with a great package, but everything looks great on this bow. It shot pretty well once I started taking my time and using my own arrows. The quality and how it's built is actually pretty damn good. I'm very happy with it. I'm cheap for the most part, except when it comes to my hunting bows. So I'm very pleased with the quality of this bow. Like I said, we're just doing one more little take because it looks freaking great. Smooth, no blemishes on the front side of the limbs at all. And we'll go another one, back side of limbs. Like I said, this bow, the package itself, quality of it, if I just got a good one or not, look at that. It looks great, so it's hard to beat. So to wrap it up, I'd say for $160, if you're looking into getting into longbows, I'd say the Royal X8 is a great place to start, right? And if you don't want to start here, or you want something fully customizable, it's super easy to just buy a package like this, set it up, just initial setup, shoot it for a couple weeks, see what you want to change on it, and then start buying those extras, right? It's a great starting point. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any other sleeper bows off of Amazon that you want someone to review before you buy them, drop a comment. Let's see. My wife hates it, but I like collecting bows. I have a hunting bow, but as you can see, I have a little bit of a collection of bows. I don't shoot all of them, but they're there. And my wife doesn't like them, but I built a beautiful stand for them, so I have room for more. So anyways, that's going to be my review. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will catch y'all on the next video.